I supported the Moonlight Maps Kickstarter back in October 2021, and it just arrived in the mail. Hello everybody, my name is Greg. Welcome to the Unfinished Basement. You're watching Plus One to Hit. It's always exciting to have a Kickstarter product show up at your door, especially after following its production journey for so long. And today, that production journey comes to an end for the Atlas by Moonlight Maps. This has been promised to be an incredible collection of vibrant and unique battle maps for tabletop role-playing games. All of the art shown off during its Kickstarter looked absolutely incredible, and it's the thing that first drew my attention. I've always been a fan of battle maps in D&D, and I love to use them in my games. So I'm really excited to open this up and see what's inside. Which is kind of a lie because I already did open this up, but once I saw what's inside, I decided to stop and film a video about this, so some of the cling wrap has been removed. There is nothing better than getting new D&D stuff. So there were a bunch of different things you could pledge for in the Kickstarter, but the products I chose to support for were both sets of their battle maps, coming in 2 different sizes, a DM screen, a bunch of encounter and monster cards, as well as 2 sheets of reusable cling stickers to put on top of the battle maps. These 2 were the only things I tore the plastic off of, and I was immediately blown away by the quality of these. The tough, durable exterior of these boxes, as well as the really high quality renders of all the battle maps inside. So I can't wait any longer because I've been dying to see what's inside of these, but I had to set up the camera and get everything set up, so I've been waiting way too long to open this. So let's dive in. So, for those of you who might not have ever seen this before, the thing that drew me to this in the first place was the way you keep these battle maps. You're able to fold them up and keep them directly in this binder, which is really super nice, by the way, with the high quality cardboard and the metal fasteners on it. Oh man, looks like all the maps are here in this crinkly package. But really quickly, it looks like those encounter cards from earlier have different biomes that are tied to specific maps. And it looks like these have a color-coded key at the top to sync up with these encounter cards. I'll have to take a closer look at that later. Let's open the maps. Oh, these are nice. Right away, I can tell these are super high quality. It's kind of like it's not paper, but it's not plastic. It's like a laminated paper. I'm not quite sure exactly what this is, but oh my gosh, guys. That's so nice. The quality of the art on this is absolutely stunning. There's not a pixel in sight. That looks like on the backside there's a nighttime version of the same map, but for some reason the tents are on fire. I wonder why. These have a really subtle grid texture to them, which is super cool because it's still visible enough to aid in gameplay, but it doesn't distract from the art on the map. And as you can see, it folds up and has those 3-ring hole punches to go into this binder. So then theoretically, yeah, you just slide that right in there, and then you've got pages of battle maps you can flip through with a handy guide on kind of what biome that's supposed to be. So what are these? This is a green, red, and a gray. So that's what, a forest, hills, or urban setting for a map? I mean, I could see that. It was like a kind of like a festival with some tents that could happen in the hills just outside the forest or in an urban environment. This is so cool. Let's look at another map. Oh, I got 2 there. What is going on here? Oh, we got a bridge. Very reminiscent of a certain long, skinny bridge from a certain fantasy franchise that is very near and dear to my heart. Just fold that up and put it in the binder. This is so cool! Oh my gosh, what is happening here? It's like a meteor crash. That's so cool. So in case I didn't make it clear, there were 2 kind of sets of battle maps available. The Dusk and the Twilight. Which kind of, I think, fits into this idea of the 2 sides of the battle maps here. Kind of one being at daytime when things are good, and things are not so good on the other side, which is a really neat narrative element. It'd be super cool to, like, as a DM, come up with an encounter for one of these, like that first one. Here, let me get that back out. Like if the party starts the day kind of maybe at some kind of festival, there's like an archery challenge, maybe a horse race, and then just as the sun begins to set, like a dragon attacks or like goblins raid the festival. It'd be so cool to just flip the map over and have all the same art, but now like things are bad. I think that'd be a really cool narrative element and a fun like twist to surprise your players with. And I mean, look at this. There are so many maps in here. Again, this is the collection of all the maps that are just inside this book. And these are the smaller ones that kind of open into that rectangle shape. I'm not sure the exact dimensions, that might be on here somewhere, but so these are the small maps. I kind of want to look in this one. This is the big boy. Oh my gosh, this weighs a ton. Oh my gosh, it's huge! So exact same deal, you got the nice protector for shipping, the same kind of, what do you call it, like legend in the front. And then a huge pack of the big maps. These weigh a ton, which again speaks to the physical quality of these. This isn't cheap paper that's gonna rip easily. This is thick, laminated. Again, I don't even know what this actually is. It just feels really high quality, and I can see these lasting a really long time. What is this? It's like a whole mine. There's like a cave. A mine. If we flip it over, it's the same cave at nighttime, but there's spider webs all over the cave. This is so cool. Oh my gosh, what is happening here? We're gonna look at the bad side first, because this is like insane. What is this? It's like a whole skull. A whole giant skull on fire. And then it's much more chill over here. This is like a cool monument, a cool ancient relic. Wow, I wonder what this thing was. So thought-provoking, so soul-pondering. And now everything's bad! Ah! Oh man, I'm so happy. There's always an element of risk involved with Kickstarters, right? We've all heard the horror stories of things never being shipped, and the ones that do, they're really poor quality. But this is well paid off. This is like a dried out river, and then you get like a flash flood. This is so cool. You could totally just use these as just generic battle maps for your games, but there's so much like story potential to set a whole encounter based off of the art on the map. This is so cool. My DM heart is a flutter right now. So again, going back to the whole risk of Kickstarter is the absolute madman behind all of this is Ollie. Oh, this is so cool! And Ollie has been making maps for a very long time. They're an absolute master at their craft. And they did this whole Kickstarter. They also run a Patreon where you can get maps like these in digital files for all of your D&D needs at home. So Ollie, I'm gonna put a link to your stuff down in the description, so everyone go check that out. But they've been completely like open and honest with all their Kickstarter updates, because this was kind of released during the height of all the COVID stuff, with all the shipping issues and the production issues all around the world. But they were super open and honest with everyone with the status of the production and how the manufacturing was going. So I actually felt really confident with this one, even though it took a long time. That's just Kickstarter. That's how things happen. Things take a while and there's no promises, no guarantees. But this was 100% worth the wait. And I'm blown away at this. This is dozens upon dozens of straight up the highest quality physical D&D battle maps I've ever seen in my life. So I'm 100% satisfied with this. I haven't even had the chance to look through even half the maps yet, and I'm totally on board. But there's more stuff. There's cards, there's DM screens, there's stickers. I'm gonna clean this all up and then we'll go take a look at that next. I want to take the time. I'm not sure if they are already or not, but I want to go through all the art on the back and sort these maps in that order so that I can like reference that really easily. I don't know about you, other DMs out there, but half the reason I love being a DM is all this like physical prep work. And I know there's a lot of like digital DMs now, and that's totally cool, but for me, I love the physical aspect of D&D. I love rolling actual dice with friends, scribbling notes on paper, erasing things, little eraser shavings all over the place. So this level of like, ooh, I'm gonna organize my map binder just makes me oh so happy. Okay, so I want to take a look at these cards next. So there are 2 decks of monster cards, which I'm pretty sure, again, I backed this so long ago, I'm pretty sure they're just reference cards for all the SRD monsters. So you don't have to necessarily have the whole monster manual out for everything. And then these are encounter cards. So they've also gone and written a bunch of random encounters for your D&D games, with some combat-focused ones and some more mysterious exploration-based ones. And I'm pretty sure some of them tie into the specific maps. Or probably, like we saw in that legend in the front covers, that they'll be tied to specific biomes. So one event card could be used on a multiple selection of maps. But maybe instead of guessing how this works, I should just open them up and figure it out. So these are the mystery ones. It says it contains 30 mystery encounter cards with monsters balanced for all party levels of a 5th edition party. Each encounter adds new depth to your adventure with potential world-shaping consequences. No prep needed. Use as a last-minute random encounter or as a starting point for a new adventure. On the front, it says, bring your world to life. Again, just the physical quality of these, I'm so impressed. Okay. A terrain key. Use the handy terrain indicators on each card to quickly match an encounter to your party's current surroundings. Oh, so you could like have a map set up like off to the side all ready to go, and then just like filter through all these cards and pick out the ones that would match on that map. And then, I don't know, if they fail a perception check or something, you can just draw a card, slam the map down, and have an encounter ready to go. Oh, I'm such a fan of this. So they have the colors at the top of the cards, the colored dots, so you can tie it to any of the maps you have ready. but it also looks like they have a specific map. So if you want one that's kind of tailored to this encounter, there's a specific map that they suggest as well. Suggested levels for the encounter, and then based on whatever level you are, the things that happen. So at level 1, 3 bandits and 1 giant rat. Level 5, 2 were-rats and 3 thugs. I don't even know what's going on here, but that sounds sick. I don't want to like spoil these or give these away, so I'm not gonna go too deep into the actual content of these. I will leave that for you guys to discover for yourselves. But let's take a look at the combat ones. I'm guessing these should be pretty similar to the mystery ones. Yeah, they're exactly the same, but with a little more focus, yeah, just on direct combat, where some of those seem to have a little more story elements tied into them, some more exploration-based stuff. Where this is, yeah, just like ambushes, things crashing out of the woods toward you. Oh man, this is so cool. Let's look at the monsters. And I know I've said this probably way too many times already, but the physical quality of this product is so good. These cards are super high quality, very thick cardstock. Again, super high quality artwork, not a pixel in sight. Yeah, these are just all the basic monsters of D&D. So instead of needing to have the whole book out, it's like, oh, you're being attacked by imps and pseudo-dragons. As DM, I can just have these cards in front of me without needing to have the whole book slammed down. I'm a happy DM. Man, these cards rock. And you know what else rocks? You guys. Especially if you guys head down and hit the subscribe button so you can keep up with all the stuff I've got going on. Alright, let's take a look at these stickers. Yeah, so these are like those nice thick vinyl stickers. Ooh, these are real nice. That's just generic, you know, walls, pillars, tombs, rocks, horses, barrels, crates, wagons, water troughs, trees, fallen trees, bushes. I think I got 2 of these, so this should be the same ones. Yeah, so they're just double. I doubled up on that so that I would have plenty of options. Okay, let's pull out a map and try these. Okay, so we got a little forest path, some trees, some rocks, but maybe some bandits have set up a bit of a barricade. So I'm gonna take these rocks and just slap them down on the road. Oh, that is so satisfying. That like suctioned to the paper. Woo! And there you have it. The road has been blocked. Uh-oh. So I don't know if you've ever used these yourself, because this isn't necessarily any like new technology. But if you haven't, these aren't stickers like just normal, I don't know, stickers. These are clingy vinyl sheets, so they peel off really easily, and there's no like glue on the back of them, so you never have to worry about the like residue being left on the map, like sticky bits. And it's the static kind of snap of the material that latches it onto the map and then allows you to just peel it right off and throw it back on the sheet and save it for later. So yeah, now not only do I have 600 battle maps that are fantastic, I can also edit and customize them to tailor my own specific needs. And I have very specific needs. And I guess last but not least, let's take a look at the DM screen. Oh, it's just a little guy. I love these. I love these little DM screens because they're great for traveling, or if you're gonna play D&D like at a friend's house and you just want to mess around, just having a little DM screen to pop up. And it looks like it's got all the standard kind of 5th edition rules. You've got your actions in combat, Got your movement things, conditions, difficulties for like traveling, services, tracking, hit points on objects, cover rules, food, drink, lodging, all that generic stuff that you'll use in your D&D games. Nothing wrong to say about that. Oh, the art! Check this out! It's like a really cool, it's Twilight and Dusk, I think are the names of the book, so this fits that setting really nicely. Got the moon up there, a castle with dragons. This is just real nice. I guess you guys have been looking at the art for a while. Well, there you have it. I am beyond impressed. That was totally worth the wait. I got no complaints. Ollie from Moonlight Maps, huge congratulations on this. I know the way you've been talking to us through the updates that this was a huge project for you and something you've never really done, but you knocked it out of the park. This is a triumph for you and your maps. So thank you. Thank you for making a really cool thing that I am going to be using probably for the rest of my life. I straight up just give this a solid 5 stars. You did it, you win. But in doing so, we all win. So thank you guys. I'm gonna do some close-ups, some glamour shots for you to close out the video. But until the next one, my name is Greg, and you've been watching +1 to Hit.